confused with Cam Burrows?
Yeah. One time, one of the guys on the team went in to check the lift times. We have lift times, and all of our names are on it. And he said my name instead of Cam, so Cam went to the wrong lift time. That was last year. So yeah, we get mixed up all the time.
So you've already laughed during this interview after one question. JT Barrett told us the other day it's going to be hard to get you to ever smile or laugh. Is that just part of your personality? You're a pretty serious guy?
Yeah, I don't really smile.
What do you think about JT kind of talking to the media about that, about how you're kind of a tough guy to get to talk to?
That's fine. I mean, I'm just still learning, still trying to prove myself, so I'm pretty serious most of the time.
It's early in camp, but how do you feel so far? What do you feel like you're doing well? What do you still want to work on, Joe?
I feel I've played okay. I can still get a lot better, obviously. Still need to work on ball placement, arm strength, all of the above.
Did you watch USA-Australia basketball yesterday?
I watched some of it. I saw Kyrie's shot. I know that.
Were you rooting for America or were you rooting for Delhi?
I was rooting for Delhi in my heart, but America. I was rooting for Delhi to score 40.
Okay. Do you feel the kinship? I mean, we've seen you over the years in the Delhi shirts.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
He's my man. I'm gonna hope to get a Bucks jersey now.
Okay. Is he your favorite player
in the world?
And why is that?
He hustles, gets on the floor. My kind of guy.
Is that what when people see you on the field for Ohio State, are you going to be the Dellavedova of college quarterbacks?
I sure hope so.
This is the greatest interview ever.
Where do you buy your shirts?
Confidential information. I can't let you guys hear that.
Joe, I hate to change the subject to football, but JT was talking. We asked him about 2014, and they had to go through three guys. I think everybody in the country probably remembers that. Within your room, how much is that of a conversation that everybody has to be ready at any time?
It's not really a conversation. We all just know that we have to be ready. It's the backup's job to be ready for anything that happens. If I'm not ready, then I'm not doing my job.
Do you feel ready now? I mean, I know it's just day 5, but you'd be next in line. So
I'm not ready yet.
What is it?
Gotta get better.
What will it take?
More reps, more studying, more everything. I just got to keep getting better and be ready for when my number's called.
But you look at recent history, the backup gets his number called, doesn't he? I mean, you know that in the back of your mind, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I got to keep getting reps, keep getting mental reps, and I got to be ready for when that happens.
Joe, when you ended spring last year, you were clear-cut number 2, but your competition really hadn't started yet because Dwayne hadn't gotten here yet.
Mm-hmm.
How is that in your mind in terms of just starting a new competition with a new person who's here, and how do you think that's going so far?
Yeah, it hasn't really changed my mindset. After spring, I still had a lot to prove, and I still had to keep getting better, and that's still my mindset today.
Do you wear the LeBron James stuff? I mean, even though you're a Delhi guy, I mean,
yeah,
what does it do for you guys having that kind of swag, for lack of another word?
I mean, for sure, Delhi was the main part in the championship run, but I still sport the LeBron stuff.
Yeah.
When we talked to you in the spring, you said the biggest thing that you kind of learned was that you belong here, you can play here. When did you kind of reach that point? Was it sometime during the spring?
Yeah, I think it was like the second scrimmage I threw when no media was allowed there. I threw 3 or 4 touchdowns, and that was the day I knew that I could play here at a high level.
What's the biggest thing you learned from JT and take from JT?
Everything, how he goes about the game, how he studies film, how he takes notes, how he reads defenses. I take everything from him. He's a great mentor.
If you could describe him in one word, what would you give?
All understanding. Like, he understands everything, he sees everything, and he's a really smart guy.
Hey Joe, during your recruitment, you were committed to the same class as Torrance Gibson. At the time, Torrance Gibson was the quarterback of the class and the 5-star kid and everybody and everything that everyone was talking about. What was it like kind of being the under-the-radar quarterback and now, a few years later, being the guy that emerged as the likely guy to go in if something would happen to JT?
Yeah, I mean, from the start in high school recruiting, I was under the radar. I was from Athens, Ohio. Where's that? That's kind of how I've played my entire career. I've played with a chip on my shoulder from about where I'm from, how I was recruited. I wasn't highly recruited, but I ended up here and kind of always just played that way.
You're a dual threat quarterback?
Yes.
What's it like to be Mr. Football in the state of Ohio and people consider you an underdog?
It's probably kind of weird for you guys, but not too weird for me. From Athens, Ohio, again, where is Athens, Ohio? Nobody knows. Exactly.
It's easier to get to now than it used to be, though, buddy. It's easier.
What's that?
It's easier to get to now than it used to be.
Oh, yeah, for
30
sure.
Hey, real quick, where did the Dellavedova thing, when did it start? How old were you when it started?
Whenever you joined the team,
Yeah.
started following.